Baseball is indeed a complex game of math, from box scores and statistics to aerodynamics and physics.
Strike three call.
The amount of scientific calculations in this sport is incomprehensible.
Well, I never get to enjoy the games, partly because I'm charting them.
Meet Farhan Zaidi. He's the baseball operations analyst for your Oakland Athletics. He's what you might call the brains behind the brawn.
I chart every game down the clubhouse into a software program. We then use that software program to output the tendencies of players on the opposing teams. For instance, for a hitter on an opposing team, we know how often in an 0-2 count that hitter will chase a slider out of the strike zone. And obviously, if that hitter is more prone to chase that pitch, our pitcher is more likely to throw it.
All of this science is designed to give Oakland a distinct advantage when it comes time to decide who to acquire, who to release, and who to play.
Do you put all your faith into numbers?
Well, I mean, you can project a whole lot of things, but that's why we play the game.
Manager Ken Maka says he uses all the advanced scouting reports, but he also has to make some decisions based on instinct.
One of the things I always look at is how's this player going to impact the game that night? Does he have the ability to do that? And you do that with some of the tools that you do have. Do you have plus power? If you're a pitcher, do you have, say, a plus arm? And if you've got some players in the lineup that can do that, Eric Chavez is a 5-time Gold Glove winner. They hit some balls down there. He's going to affect the outcome of the game. So for me, that's I don't know if you can statistically put that into some type of formula, but that's what I look at.
No pun intended, but in recent years, the amount of baseball stats themselves have multiplied. For example, have you ever heard of runs created or equivalent average? Or what about secondary batting average?
Secondary batting average, I don't know if I've ever heard of that, or that's going to have to be explained to me.
It's kind of funny when you read quotes from players, like if it's a new stat that flatters them in some way, they like it. If it's a new stat that maybe doesn't work so well for them, they kind of disregard it. And, you know, that's kind of the way players like to think of these things. Obviously, for us, it's not a question of whether it makes a player look good or bad. It's a question of how close that is to helping us evaluate the player more accurately.